Okay, it's time to start our monochromatic self-portrait. So the tools you'll need today are a pencil and your crayon and your colored paper. So I chose to do mine in blue. So my color that I chose for my paper is blue. Remember what monochromatic means. That means we're using one color. So whatever color I pick for my paper is also going to be for my paint. But let's get started. I'm going to start with my pencil. And because I want to fill this whole paper with my face, I have to draw a pretty big oval to fill that space. Watch how big I make that. That is a nice big oval to cover my face. Now I'm going to start adding those parts to it. I'm actually going to move you a little bit closer so that you can see that pencil on the paper. And I want to look to add my neck. You can see that a neck just doesn't come right here in the middle. It comes right off from the side of your face. So I'm going to add those lines right here. And you can see I still have a little space on the bottom of my paper. Do you see that? So I'm going to go ahead and make my shoulders go off of the side. When we look at our shoulders, you can see that the shoulder kind of comes a little straight, it kind of curves down a little bit, but it's kind of straight off. Then I'm going to start looking at my face. And you can see that when I look, I have the top of my head, the bottom of my head, and my eyes are kind of in the middle there. So I'm going to start by drawing my eyes there. Kind of in the middle. So I look at the top, I look at the bottom, and I kind of go for the middle. And I draw those two kind of half circles. Eyes are usually kind of almond shaped, but you can look, if I open my eyes really wide, you can see my eyeballs round. I can't get the bottom part, but yeah, there you go. You can see my eyes really round, but my eyelids on the top cover it, and my eyelid on the bottom covers it. So when I look, I don't want to draw a round circle in there because you can't see it all. The round circle is actually up here and down here. So I'm going to draw a half of a circle there. See how you can see that it would go up there and it would come down here? But my eyelid is there, so that's my eyelid right there. I'm going to do the same for the other side. And to finish my eyes, you can see that the color is in there, and then I have a pupil in the center. So I'm going to put another line there for the color, and my pupil right in the center. Can you see that? Alright, I'm not going to forget my eyebrows this time. In my last video I forgot my eyebrows. It looked kind of silly. So I'm going to put my eyebrows up there. And I'm going to go ahead and I don't want to color it in too much because remember we're going to be painting with this. But I kind of did use the pencil line there a little bit. And I'll just fix that when I paint. And now I'm going to look at my nose. And if I look straight ahead, you can see that there's a shiny side on my nose and a dark side on my nose. So sometimes when we draw noses, we only draw one side. And some people call that the J shape, but we want to make sure we get this bottom part of the nose too. And if you look, it looks like a U shape right here with a couple of bumps off the side. So I'm going to try to get that in here. And I think I'm going to draw both sides of my nose. So I'm going to bring those down. I'm going to add that U shape right there. And there's like a little bump off to the side. And there's my nose. It doesn't look exactly like my nose, but it's close enough. And then I'm going to add my mouth. And there's a little line right there for my chin. I don't know if I'll add that or not, but if we look here, there's a little U shape there and a little bump. My lips come off, and then my bottom lip's a little bit bigger than my top lip. And then I have to decide, do I want to add my teeth in the picture or not? I got to think about what kind of smile I want because I definitely want a smile for my picture. So I think I'm just going to put that U shape, make that bump, get the curves up, and now I can bring that smile down. That's pretty good. Alright, now it's time to add my ears and my hair. So I'm going to look at my ear and see that it starts kind of where my eye is. And it ends kind of where my nose is. But you can't see my whole ear. You can only see a little bit of my ear. So I'm going to get started. Let's start right up here where my eye is. And then I'm going to end right where my nose is. Try to get that shape in there. The same thing on this side. Alright, now my hair. The hair is the hardest part because a lot of people will draw just a little line of hair at the top. But you can see that much of my hair because you can see part of the top of my head. So I'm going to draw quite a bit of hair, and you can even see my headband in that. So that's going to go in my picture too. So if I look and try to put that much hair in, I want to put my part in there. And there's my hair. Comes all the way to my ear. And there's my hair all the way to my ear. And then I'm going to put my headband in there. Alright, I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Next step though, before you're done with your self-portrait and are ready to paint, is that other tool we're going to use, and that's our crayon. And we're going to trace all of this with black crayon. And not only are we going to trace it, we're going to make it a nice heavy crayon line. I want you to go over it really well. A nice heavy crayon line. And I want you to go every single line. I could even add my eyelid. See how you can see like a crease up there where your eye is? You can add all the details you want to add now too. And then also we're going to add some pattern to the background. Now if I want to use my pencil and start, I can, but I want to just show you really quickly how you can do that. I think I'm going to do like some squiggly lines back here. Oops, can you see them? Squiggly lines back there. Actually, you can see now. I can set this here. And then I'll put some straight lines here. Notice how I didn't want to draw through myself, so I came down below it. And a squiggly line. I kind of made a pattern there. So it's going to be squiggly line, straight line. I'm going to fill up the whole background though. The other thing I want you to do is you could add some design elements to it. Make sure it's balanced. I don't want too many objects on this side. It would fall over, right? So, but I do want to add a few things. I'm going to put a heart in here and a heart down here so it's nice and balanced. And if I put a heart here, maybe I better put one over here. Then I'm going to add some stars to it. Remember, if I do it to one side, I kind of want to do it to the other. All right. Okay, you guys can go ahead and finish tracing the rest of it, and I'll finish mine on my own.